The state government's newly formed task force has begun responding to the closure of Alinta Energy's 2 power stations and coal mine in the state's north. The team has met residents in Port Augusta and Lee Creek who are coming to terms with the imminent loss of hundreds of jobs.
It's another day behind the cash register for cafe owner Anita Haneker. She says business has been slow in recent months and worries things will worsen when the local power stations switch off.
Small businesses are struggling as it is, and to have something like this in a small city, it's pretty devastating.
About 440 people will be looking for work when the coal-fired plants close, along with the Lee Creek mine. It could happen as early as next year. Negotiations have already begun between unions and management.
The decision's made, it is what it is, it's just a timeline now, so we need to get surety and security for these people, and so they know what the next stage of life is.
Securing the future of Port Augusta will come from developing new industries. Business leader David Versteeg believes renewable energy technology could be one option.
It'd be just nice to have a true discussion, put all the agendas on the table, and if solar thermal is the way to go, we'll go with it. If not, there's another option, we need to go that way, but we need to have some leadership on that.
The state government's newly formed community task force is already on the ground in both Port Augusta and Lee Creek.
We'll have a shop front in Lee Creek. We've got a 1-800 that's a number that's available now for anybody who's concerned and wants to find out what the government's doing.
The state government wants support from the Commonwealth to deal with the fallout. The Mayor says it warrants a similar response to Holden's closure in Adelaide.
When you actually look at the number of people affected here in Port Augusta versus the number of people affected in the northern suburbs, I'd probably say it's equally the same, if not more, effect here than the effect that Holden's had on the northern suburbs of Adelaide and the state of South Australia.
I'm quite happy to support calls for money for when I know what it's for, and I'm sure that the Premier will formalise those arrangements.
In the weeks ahead, the task force will map out the best response for communities in the region, both in the long and short term. Locals here hope any solution, along with more job opportunities, will come sooner rather than later. Nicola Gage, ABC News, Port Augusta.